But that's all it took. One shot, he may not get up. Both are stumbling around. 8, 9, can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson.
Yo, it's your boy, Josh, and you are in tune with the Champ Time. I hope you enjoyed that little clip from Mike Tyson's greatest knockouts. I really appreciate Mike Tyson because the dude was a powerhouse. I don't know if you have ever watched any of his training videos, but he would hit a punching bag, right? And it would surround his hand. That's how hard he would hit. The dude was unstoppable in his prime. Anyway, that brings us to our video today. From breakup to breakdown to breakthrough, right? I don't know where that really came from, besides the fact that I just figured I'd put that as a title because it makes sense with what I'm about to say, okay? Mike Tyson actually said at one point, everybody's got a game plan until they get hit in the mouth, right? And I don't know about any of you guys, but I've been hit in the mouth a lot. That probably doesn't sound very correct, but you know what I mean. A lot of times in life, I've been hit in the mouth. I've been in a lot of situations where I've gotten hit in the mouth, is what I'm trying to say. So, anyway, and just so you know, fighters, right? They train for months on end for the people that are about to get in the ring with. They come up with game plans. They come up with techniques that they're going to use. They probably watch clips and techniques about the other fighters so that they can come up with ways to counter their stances and stuff like that, right? It's just like in life. Hypothetically, you aren't expecting things to happen, right? In life or whatever it may be. There's deaths in the family. There's diseases in the family. There's a breakup that you're going through. There's financial problems. You lose a job, or what are we in right now? A pandemic, right? You don't expect these things to happen. You always have these expectations of how things will go. And you can train and train and train all you want, but in reality, there's always going to be something that happens that you weren't ready for. So, what happens? You plan for months and months, you train for months and months, and then you get in the ring and your coach is egging you on, rubbing your little trapezoids or trapezes, right? And he's telling you, hey, you got this. Just stick to the plan, right? Bell rings. You run out in the ring and you get blindsided by this dude's power. Bow! Right? Now you're dazed and confused and you don't know what to do, and everything you had planned goes right out the window. So the fight goes on, and then all of a sudden what happens? You lose your footing, you get knocked down. Right? And that's okay. Because then at that point you get to sit down, take a breather, and realize, hey, I need to figure something out. Bell rings, you go back to the corner. What happens? You tell your coach, I got it all figured out. I got the plan. And then you go back into the fight, you do the same thing. And what happens? You get knocked back down. The insanity part of life, or the thing that's the most insane, sorry for my stuttering, the thing that's the most insane about people, myself included, is that you think that you can continue to do the same things over and over again, expecting different results, right? But that's not how it works. If you want true happiness, if you want things to start working out better, you need to go back to your corner when the bell rings, sit down with your coaches, evaluate what's going on, and figure out the problem. That way, when the bell rings, you know who you are, you know the power you have, you know the champion that you are, and when stuff starts to happen, you can start fighting back, right? Like my little shadow boxing. Because we can sit here all day and try to figure these things out and push a square into a circle, right? And we'll lose some of ourselves. We'll make that square fit, right? But we'll lose pieces of ourselves along the way. It's funny because a lot of people get discomforted when situations come that they weren't ready for, right? But it takes taking those punches. It takes going into those hardships and those heartbreaks and all those things to really know who you are as a person, right? You might not expect it to come, but you're gonna learn from it, all right? So when bad things happen, right? when hardships come, when breakups happen, when situations in your life that you weren't expecting to happen, don't sit there and wallow in pity. Remember who you are, right? Stand up, dust yourself off, like, wait a minute, why am I in my feelings? I'm about to learn something. I'm about to grow, right? And as soon as you start to evaluate yourself and realize that when these things happen, it's a lesson, it's a blessing, not something that's supposed to be destroying you, that's when the maturity comes in, right? You can learn from what you're going through so that you can become better than what you've ever been, okay? Now, that's really all I wanted to say. That the breakups in your life, or a lot of things that happen in your life, let it happen. They're supposed to happen. They're the best thing that could happen to you, because in reality, if those hardships never came and you just sat in your comfort zone all day long, you're not gonna learn nothing about yourself. Breakups happen, right? Hardships happen. They happen to everybody. But not everybody sits back and evaluates why they're going through these things. Nobody sits back really and evaluates themselves internally. They want to look at everything that's going on around them and put the blame on something else, or try to hold on tightly to everything that you can. And in reality, you just need to let go. Let go, be you, know who you are, because deep down, that's what you need to figure out. The greatest thing in this life, what I said before in my last video, the greatest thing that you can feel in this life is probably love. The greatest thing we can do is love, right? The greatest thing, or the truest thing that you can do in this life is become more conscious, more self-conscious, more self-aware, more in tune with yourself. Because I think that's the ultimate goal, is truly knowing yourself, truly loving, truly being you. I almost messed that word up. But just know, man, that the fight's not over until the fight's over and you go to the scoring board, or you get knocked out, or the other dude gets knocked out. But hey, that happens too. You gotta realize that you're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna get knocked out sometimes. You're not always gonna win. Things aren't always gonna go as you plan. But even when you lose, it gives you the opportunity to go back to training, figure out where you made the mistakes, so that you can win next time. Not every situation you go through that is bad, if that makes sense. And just know it's okay to take a knee, take a breather, just get back up before the count's over. All right? I hope you all know that I love all you guys. I hope you all know that you are loved, that you are beautiful. I said it, all you guys, beautiful. And you're not alone. You're never alone. If you ever need anything, hit the line, Champ Time line. Hey, also, next couple weeks is going to be something epic going on here at Champ Time. We're going to be doing a whole new video type of style, okay? It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be like a cinematic situation. I don't really know the exact dialogue of the video, but stay tuned for that. So make sure you click this link and that you subscribe and that you share it and you like it and watch it, all right? And even if you don't like it, there's somebody else out there that might need to hear some positivity in their life. And just know that you guys are loved, that you guys are beautiful, like I said before. And as always, it's Champ Time, baby.